Hello Year 7s. Today we'll be going over everything we have done this half term and finish up the angle section. As you remember, we categorize angles based on size. Angles measuring 0 to 90 degrees are acute angles. Angles measuring exactly 90 degrees are right angles. Angles measuring between 90 to 180 degrees are obtuse angles. And angles measuring greater than 180 degrees are reflex angles. Now it is your turn to try labeling each angle below. Okay, grab your green pen and mark your answers. For a review, I'll model each question we've encountered so far. I've written all of our angle rules up here. Here we have a straight line, which we know must mean that angles on a straight line sum to 180 degrees. So we add our known angles, 75 plus 45, which equals 120 degrees. We then subtract that from 180, and we get 60 degrees. Therefore, our angle D must equal 60 degrees. Here we have two unknown angles. For this case, we add our known angles, 36 degrees and 90 degrees. We get 126 degrees. We then subtract that from 180 because angles on straight lines add up to 180 degrees. And we get 54 degrees. Because we have two equal angles, we divide that by 2 and we get 27 degrees. Therefore, angle J must equal 27 degrees. Here we have a triangle. And we know that angles in a triangle must sum to 180 degrees. So we add our two known angles, and we get 130 degrees. We then subtract that from 180, and we get 50. Therefore, this angle G must equal 50 degrees. Here we have another triangle, but it is an isosceles triangle. We only know one angle, which is our non-base angle, 100 degrees. We subtract that from 180 to get 80 degrees. We then divide that by 2 to get 40, and we know that angle C and angle D must equal 40 degrees. Here we have angles around a point. Again, we add our known angles, 158 plus 39 plus 65 equals 262 degrees. We subtract that from 306 degrees, and we get 98 degrees. Therefore, angle F must equal 98 degrees. Here we have a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. We know that the angles must sum to 360 degrees. So we add up our 3 known angles, and we get 24 plus 65 plus 28, which equals 117 degrees. We then subtract that from 360, and we get 243 degrees. Therefore, angle P equals 243 degrees. Now it is your turn to try to find each missing angle. You can pause the video now. Okay, grab your green pen and mark your answers. For a question like this, we will need to recall our algebraic rules. The question is, angle B is 46 degrees smaller than angle A. So what is the size of angle B? We can see here that angle B minus 46 degrees must equal angle A, because it is 46 degrees smaller than angle A. We know that angle A plus angle B has to be 180 degrees because it is on a straight line. We use the rules of substitution, and we substitute angle A to be B minus 46 degrees because we know that angle A equals angle B minus 46 degrees. So we can see B minus 46 degrees plus angle B equals 180 degrees. We can drop the brackets, and we know from our rules of algebra if we have two unknowns, we can add them together. So we get 2B minus 46 degrees equals 180 degrees. We need to get B by itself to solve B, so we have to get rid of 46 degrees because it is being minused. We add 46 degrees to both sides. So we get 2B minus 46 degrees plus 46 degrees equals 180 degrees plus 46 degrees. Therefore, we get 2B equals 226 degrees. 2B is the same as saying 2 times B, so to get rid of the 2, we must divide by 2. So divide both sides by 2, and we get B equals 113 degrees. This is just using your algebraic rules and your rules of angles. It seems quite long, but I know you guys can do this. This question can look intimidating, but we only need to remember our angle rules again. We can see the triangle ABC is a right angled triangle and a square fits exactly into that triangle. So we need to work out the angles X, Y, and Z. We know that squares have 4 90-degree angles. That's the key to this question. So we know that this angle is 90 degrees, this is 90, this is 90, and this is 90. To find angle X, we know that this is 90 degrees and it is on a straight line. You know, straight lines add up to 180 degrees, so we go 180 degrees minus 90 equals 90 degrees. So angle X equals 90 degrees. Once we know angle X, angle Y is easy to find because we are in a triangle and we know all of our angles add up to 180. So we add our known angles, which is 70 degrees here, angle X, which we just found to be 90. So we get 160 degrees all together. We subtract that from 180, we get 20 degrees. So we know that angle Y equals 20 degrees. Now to find angle Z, it's on a straight line where we know 70 degrees, and we know that this is a square corner, so it has to be 90 degrees. So we add those two angles together, 70 plus 90 equals 160 degrees. Subtract that from 180 because we are on a straight line, we get 20 degrees. Therefore, angle Z has to be 20 degrees. We've now finished the lesson, and you can go on to show my homework and complete the KPI quiz. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me on there. Have a good day, guys.